28. Welcome to Gulfport. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. Oh, things will change and leaves will fall and it will rain. Transformed before your eyes. No time for chasing. Oh, why? You never know just how life is gonna go. So you jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. 'Cause something's gonna happen and it could be good. Sing along. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. You gotta aim high and go for your pie in the sky. Go ahead and trust yourself. Everything could right itself. Your life's a stream, so go ahead now. Follow your dream. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Jump in your boat and row, row, row. Here we go. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen and it could be good. Something's gonna happen like we knew it would. Woo! I knew it! All right, we got this show on the road. Oh, I just wanted to point out to those of you saw last show, we were talking about the Gulfport clothing swap that happens first Tuesday of the month. I got this beautiful dress there, and I'm wearing it today. I'm going to take it back because I don't like the cut of the front. But see, it didn't cost me a thing, and I got to wear it for a few days, and I'll throw it through the washer and take it back to the clothes exchange. I recommend clothing swaps. Wherever you are, just call up your friends and bring your clothes. I really recommend that. All right, now that we've got my some people really care about my outfit, mostly me. But now that we've gotten that out of the way, I'm going to invite Paula right up to the stage. Come on up.
Okay.
How are you, Paula?
I'm good.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So you're Paula
Knudsen.
Knudsen, Paula
Yes.
Knudsen. And we can get, like you do Frumples, and we can get in touch with you at www.frumples.com. Here we have a phone number for you. And we can go frumple53@yahoo.com if anybody wants to get in touch with you about the things that we talked about today.
Perfect.
Okay, so
My first read,
you're first. Yes.
the food drive with the post office.
The food drive with the
You put your food in the mailbox, and the mailman picks it up and donates it.
Hey, hey, hey. Ooh, there's digging going on.
Digging.
Well,
He's digging it.
he's digging it.
Yeah.
We might have to.
I'll fill it in after.
We'll have to fill it. We got a little dog here on the show, and
he's digging a hole.
And he seems to be digging a hole. It's kind of interesting because it might be off camera, but it's catching out the corner of our eyes. A little dirt's coming up. But that's all right. We'll deal with it. Okay.
Okay.
So you had a dream. No, you had a wish, a desire, a dream, an actual dream.
I was actually in a course. It was called Self-Expression and Leadership Program, and we were to create a project. And my coach said to me, create a project and name it.
Create a project and name it.
And I wanted to do the.
Yep.
Okay, I'm sorry, I don't know what you're doing.
No, yeah, that's all right. I just forgot to put on my. You'd think that if there are 128 shows, I'd remember to put the microphones on people. But anyways.
Oh, okay.
That might
So, I named it Party for Purpose, and what it was is if there was anybody having any kind of a gathering or party, have them bring food for food bank or for a pet sanctuary or something, so that there was lots of food being generated. And then I was invited to New York, and Little Brown Man gets up on the stage and he says, "Hello, I'm a Little Brown Man, and who has an idea for a sustainable end to hunger?"
A sustainable end to hunger.
And I jumped out of my chair and I said, the post office. It has access to absolutely positively everybody in the continental United States. Have it be a food drive twice a year.
Yeah.
And I got escorted out of the room. I thought I was going to get in trouble. And then I met the second person in command of the post office back 30 years ago,
So we're talking 30 years ago. This is when this happened.
Yeah. And he said, what days do you want it to happen? I said May 8th and November 4th.
And why'd you pick those days?
May 8th is my dad's birthday and November 4th is my mom's birthday. And he said, we can do May 8th, but we can't do November 4th. And the May 8th has still happened, and it happens. It's been happening nationwide.
And
The
that's
first week in May.
That's a food drive where
You get a card in the mail, and it says, please put food in your mailbox on Saturday, and the mailman will pick it up.
So you started that?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness! Who knew?
And
Can I touch you?
And I'm in a bestseller.
Oh, she's in a bestseller.
Yeah.
What bestseller?
How did you do that?
How did you do that?
I have the book in the car. I don't have it in here, but that's okay.
So you decided that you wanted to help people, and basically it was just that simple, just coming up with an idea.
And then speaking it into existence.
And then speaking it into existence. Fabulous. Yeah.
And then I got invited to another country to put in a community garden and teach kids how to make sculptures out of trash with the leftovers that we had from the community garden. And my sister looked at me and said, you're a single mom. How are you going to support your kid doing all this free stuff for the world?
Oh, yes. Well,
And I said,
mean,
I'm
free
going to
food
have a
is-
dream.
And so you said you were to have a dream.
And October 7th, 97, I dreamt the Frumple Factory. Frumples, you like my Frumples, baby?
Ooh, Frumples. Okay,
Yeah.
so.
And I dreamt the Frumples, and I started making them October 8th of 97, and then 7.5 months later, I was invited to give a talk on getting kids off of certain drugs by changing their diet. And while I was giving the presentation, I handed everybody a smiley face, and said, thanks for listening to this old hippie share smiles on the planet. And Bill handed it back to me and said, my son has a machine that can raise the frequency of the frumple that will help focus and balance people.
That can raise the frequency. So you just had a little clay frumple face that you were using because they're smiling, they're kind of sweet. And then somebody said that they could make this somehow better.
Raise the
Do we
frequency.
need, this is cracking me up. I'm slightly
Put your
distracted.
arm up. Put your arm up.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, resist.
Yeah.
When I say resist, I want you to say love.
Okay.
And resist me.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, resist.
Love,
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, resist. I want you to say hate. Ready? 1, 2, 3, resist.
hate.
Anything that comes from love will make you strong. Anything that comes from hate will make you weak.
Anything that comes from love will make you strong.
Anything
Anything that comes from hate will make you weak.
Interesting.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
So, you had made this little smiley face to give away, and then somebody said that they could quote unquote
Accelerate it,
accelerate it.
which puts energy into it, which makes it vibrate at a higher level than people. So when you put it in your energy field, it grounds and focuses your energy.
Okay, now how do they accelerate? You put it in a machine. What kind of machine?
Oh, actually, we don't put it in a machine
Oh.
anymore. I put it in a box and I put my phone in it.
What? Your phone is supposed to be horrible for you.
And then that happens, and then I put it in a scalar wave room, which is a 0-point energy room. And while it's in there, I call someone else who has a quantum machine, and he has a Frumple button, and he pushes the Frumple button, and it runs from 4 to 22 hours. And every time I do a new batch, every Frumple that I ever made gets upgraded.
Oh, that seems a bit crazy to me.
I know.
So you put it in.
But if you have a dog that has issues with thunderstorms,
Oh.
try putting it on the dog's collar. You might be surprised.
Oh. And
Usually calms them right down.
it like calms them right down if that's it, or probably 4th of July when everything
Yeah,
is.
yep. A little crazy. Like my little guy, he'll go and lay on the box
Huh.
because he knows the Frumples are in there.
And do you think something's really happening, or do you think you're just?
Putting it out there.
Yeah, I mean, I understand about quantum physics, a little bit. If it's, where's this zero energy room that you're talking about?
Oh, they're all over the place. They're actually, people in massage parlors and things are buying them and setting them up in their rooms. And you can set up whatever energy field you want to set up. Like if somebody's diagnosed with Alzheimer's, there's a vibrational frequency that if you go and sit in it every day for 7 days, it'll change everything. It's weird.
I know. We look at you. I'm giving you the hairy side eye.
I get it.
What do you mean? Okay, let's get another volunteer up here. Come up here. Let's see if this works on you.
Okay. Put your feet together. Put your hand like this. hold my hand.
Yeah.
I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, resist. I'm going to press down. You resist me.
Okay.
Okay? 1, 2, 3, resist.
Tough
Okay.
guy.
Now I'm going to take my frumple off, and I'm going to hand it to you. Feet together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, resist.
Look at that. Rocket Gibraltar.
And
Okay.
you have been frumping.
I've
You've been frumpled.
Well, that's good. I haven't been frumpled, I don't think ever before.
And then, can you wear it to sleep with?
Well,
Well, you have 3 of them on 4. Oh my
I
God!
have
are
them all on me, and I usually have a bracelet too, but I didn't wear it today. But I wear them during the day. If I try to go to sleep, even if I have a few glasses of wine or a beer and 1 or 2, I won't stay asleep. Having said that, my friend Ellen hadn't slept through the night in 5 years, which I didn't know until I gave her Frumples, and she goes, you know, I'm gonna wear this to bed because I don't sleep at night. And she called me 5 days later and said, I can even wake up and pee and go back to sleep.
Well, I haven't slept in 16 years, so maybe I need to try one.
Oh my golly.
But yeah, I know. They say you have to have 8 hours of sleep. Look, I haven't had more than 2 hours of sleep in a row in 16 years, and I seem to be fine. So I'm not really sure. I mean, clearly I must be falling apart somehow because that's what they tell you. It hasn't manifested itself.
But what they tell you is what they tell you.
What they tell you is what they tell you.
Mm. Well, that's just like in 1984, they wanted to remove parts of my body, and I never let them do it. And I started following the Gerson formula, and I'm still
So
here.
what? The Gerson formula?
Dr. Gerson?
No.
Anyway,
Okay.
I met Hildegard, and Hildegard gave me a whole protocol to follow, and I followed it. And within 43 days, I had no more lumps and bumps.
Interesting. And it was a protocol of changing your diet. or-
Changing my diet and doing coffee enemas,
Ooh, that sounds interesting.
which is where I got introduced to Chaga, and I make Chaga tea, and I make all my coffee with Chaga.
And what is Chaga?
Chaga is a mushroom that grows in cold areas, like up in Maine, up in Canada, and it's a big chunk of, it looks like a piece of wood, and when you break it off, it makes a black tea, or brown tea, really brown tea. But there's actually the Chaga guy has the Chaga coffee, and in it, it's organic Chaga, cordyceps, lion's mane, reishi coffee, and his website is MrFunGuyUSA.com.
Fun like F-U-N-G-U-I, fun
Well,
guy.
that fun guy, he's a mushroom guy. And I just made his. That's his logo.
Aww.
And it's all made out of the bags that the coffee comes in. Not the tube, but this is like all those bags folded up and look inside.
So is it kind of like paper mache?
It's like paper mache, yeah.
Do you put flour and water on the outside, or just
No,
paint? And how do you get it?
I actually use wallpaper paste. And then when I'm done, I paint it all, and then when I'm done, I put a 2-part epoxy resin on the outside. And people go, can I put it on a fence? I go, well, it's made from trash. Would you put a bag of trash on the fence and expect it to last?
Well, but it's trash with a slight bit of
Epoxy resin.
epoxy resin over top, so it might last.
But if I missed a spot,
Then it would.
because I'm not perfect
Yeah.
by any means.
Oh no, I think you're perfectly lovely. Wow, so this is interesting. So these Frumples, if I want to buy a Frumple from you, I can go to a market. Look, just put this camera over here for 1 second. Can you show us what's going on over here? Just pick up the whole business there.
Oh, good.
Yeah. This is what's going on the side.
The digging his dog. I think
Digging
he's
his dog.
he's-
Just slightly
he's-
distracted,
he's-
but there he is. He's having a good time.
Yeah, he's going.
Okay.
He's going to China.
Just so
keeping
that
himself
people
busy.
out there understand that there's a slight bit of
Sideshow.
a sideshow going on here.
Okay, we're back.
Anyway, back into this room. Okay, so we can buy a Frumple from you. We can go online and order one.
Frumples.com. Yeah. Or
Frumples.com.
you can come and see me at Gulfport on Tuesdays.
Yes.
I'm at the Gulfport Tuesday Market in booth 69.
Oh, they have
And I just turned 70.
perfectly 1 number off.
Yeah. Either that or 1 number below.
1 number or something, yeah.
Yeah.
And do I need 4 of them? Or
No, I
Just
just wear
one will
I
do.
just wear 4 of them because I'm going to wear Frumples. I'm not going to wear anything else.
So you might as well have them. Okay.
Hmm.
And I know that you came into my yard and walked around and were identifying all my
plants.
Now, why are you such a plant smarty?
Well, because I put in community gardens in a whole bunch of different countries, and I taught the kids how to sculpt out of trash. When I was there, we'd take the rest of the trash and we would make things. They didn't look like this, obviously, because we didn't have
but you
two-part
can make-
epoxy resin.
Right.
And I didn't have the schools giving me their used eyelashes in Ziploc bags.
Oh, that's right. So, okay. So the thing about this is really funny because she showed up here, and for a witch walk last year, somebody had given me some fake eyelashes, and I wore them once, and then I stuck them on my mirror, and I knew darn well I was never going to wear them again. And then when I saw these funny little fake eyelashes, I was like, oh, and I ran and got them off the mirror and gave them to you. So
Yep.
these are used fake eyelashes.
Yeah.
And you get them from where?
I get them from different dancing teams, different kids that use them, and I get people that just meet me and then they send me used eyelashes in Ziploc bags.
Okay, well, where do we send them to?
1108 Danny Drive, Sarasota, Florida, 34243.
1108 Danny Drive, Florida, Sarasota.
Sarasota, Florida,
Florida.
34243.
3243. We'll try. There you go. So if you happen to have some fake eyelashes.
Yes, I mean your lashes.
Yeah, that's so funny. So we were walking around, and you know, I always like to give people a little bit of a. It's hilarious. It's funny because I can't see how deep the hole is getting, but I definitely see the and then carry on. It's just too funny. Okay, slight distraction.
I know. Sorry.
That's
that's
no
my
harm
dog.
done. That was a.
I'll fill it in.
Yeah, no, it was a freshly sort of mound of dirt. Okay, so I like to give people gifts. Now this, moringa. Fresh moringa, do you eat fresh moringa?
I have 17 trees.
Oh, well then,
You can't. I don't.
I'm going to draw this out and give it to somebody next week.
Yes.
There we go.
Yes.
Okay, do you know what these little,
No, that I don't know what it is.
know what these little guys are?
No.
I have one. I call them a strawberry tree. Some people call it a Barbados cherry.
Oh, the Barbados cherry.
I think that's what it is.
Oh my God, they're delicious.
They are delicious, and the tree grows like a weed. It has fruit and flowers on it at the same time. The bees really love it.
Mm-hmm.
So these are the things that are around my house right now that are edible. Now, if all I had to eat today was this and this,
You'd be healthier than most people on the planet.
well, I might get hungry. And then, you know these little blue ones?
No.
Okay, they're called butterfly pea, and they're really yummy. Have one. But you can also dry them and make tea out of them. So I've been picking them every day, and then the plant just keeps giving me more.
Mm-hmm.
And when you pour hot water in it, it turns purple. And then if you squeeze lemon in it, it turns pink. So I'll send you home with a few of those.
And then now, do you have cranberry hibiscus?
I do have cranberry hibiscus.
'Cause
Yes.
I use cranberry hibiscus and lemongrass, and I make kombucha.
I make kombucha, but not with cranberry. I just use regular tea. You use regular tea and
Nope. And I was just talking to somebody that I had given scobies to years ago.
Yeah.
And I said to her, I said, have you ever done it with this chaga? She goes, no, but I challenge you to try it.
So you made, when you're saying you make kombucha with
Kombucha with a SCOBY,
a SCOBY.
the slime.
Yeah.
And if you get slimes that are big enough,
Yeah.
cut holes for your eyes and nose and your mouth and put it on your face and lay it back for 20 minutes. It'll get rid of your wrinkles.
Oh, that's the first I've heard of that.
My girlfriends used to come over and we'd lay on the mats in the pool and have scobies on our faces.
Are you kidding me? I've got a great big one in there. I'm up. So you put it on, lay there for 20 minutes. Does it feel interesting?
It's slimy.
Slimy, but I mean, do you feel tingling in your face or anything?
I don't know. I don't think about it.
No,
I just
you
know
just
that
put
if
it
I
on.
do it.
Okay. Well, that's right. Okay, now wait. Now, before I get okay, so I have my regular SCOBY. Generally, when you're making kombucha, you're using tea.
Yes.
And so I've got my SCOBY that's been living off tea.
Mm-hmm.
And then I want to do it with just put a mushroom in it and tea, or just
Well, no, the chaga is like a chunk of wood.
Yeah.
And what you do is you cut it up into little pieces, and I have it in a crock pot on my counter,
Mhm.
and I use it for cooking sweet potatoes, making coffee, making tea, making everything. I use my chaga. I put it in the dog's food, everything.
Okay, so you just simmer that like you're in a crock pot. It's always
all
on.
the time.
On low.
All the time on low.
And just keep adding water.
And just keep adding Chaga, because eventually it won't make any tea anymore.
Yeah.
Like you use up all the tea out of the Chaga.
Yeah.
And then I use the Chaga that doesn't make tea, and I make a tincture. But that's another story. We won't go there.
Gracious, you do so many exciting things.
Yes.
Okay. Pop quiz. Pop quiz. No.
Okay.
You know what this little plant is?
Nope.
See? This is these are all the edible things that are growing around my house. This is called purslane, and here you can try it. It has a cute little yellow flowers that have closed up since I picked it. And it's related to like rock rose or portulaca, and it's very kind of slimy, but it is growing around here. So if I had to survive off what was growing around here today, you know, this would be I don't know. If this is all I had to eat today, I don't think it'd be quite enough, but it would keep me from starving to death.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's the thing.
Yep.
Anyways, I'm going to send you home with some of these beautiful things.
Yes. I'll take seeds.
Oh, well, we can see. You have, because you have a
I have an
property.
edible yard too.
You have an edible yard too. What sort of things do you have growing in
I
your
have
edible yard?
peaches and jojoba and loquats and longans, and I had 37 pineapples this year. And
Because you can cut the top off a pineapple, let it dry for a minute, or more than a minute, a
well,
day
I
or
put it in the
so.
sun, and I put it in the sun for the day, and then I put it in the ground.
And then you just plop it in the ground, just sort of, you know.
Yep. And then it just
And
grows and grows and grows and grows. And
grows.
it can be in the sun or in the shade. And then I have papaya and moringa, and I have 3 different kinds of mango, and I dehydrate. No, I have some in the car. I dehydrate everything.
With an electric dehydrator
Yes,
machine
I've got
sort
an
of thing, yeah.
8-shelf dehydrator, and I dehydrate everything.
I'll be jibby jabbed. I'll be jibby jabbed.
Jimmy Jag.
Jimmy jabbed.
Jimmy Jag. I like that.
All right. Well,
Jimmy Jag.
I am going to thank you for what you've taught us so far.
Yeah.
I'm going to take your microphone.
Okay.
I'm going to say goodbye to you for a second,
Okay.
and then we'll talk again.
Okay. And I'm going to clean up all the dirt. that my
No, don't. Just leave it alone until it's over. Yeah. I mean, don't worry about it till. Wow, Paula is full of excitement. I wrote a new song the other day. My friend Barney, his mother was not feeling well, and she was dying, and she said to Barney, she said, well, now, she lived up near Memphis. She said, leave your tears in Memphis when you leave, son, because she didn't want him miserable. And I heard that line, and I said, well, that sounds like a pretty good line for a song. So here's a new song I've got going on. But I left my heart in L.A., and I was stumbling when I headed to Tennessee. When I left my tears in Memphis, I started feeling more like me. When I left my tears in Memphis, I just laughed a little bit. Woo. Just felt a little lighter. You said I'd never leave, that I was too fat to fit through the door. Hell, I don't know why I believe that stuff. I'm only a size 4. Looks like the weight I was carrying, it didn't belong to me. 'Cause when I left my tears in Memphis, I started feeling more like me. I left my tears in Memphis, I started laughing more each day. Just felt lighter all the way around. Without gaslighting, my vision's crystal clear. I can see Miami and on into the Keys. What looks like I had what it took to get from there to here. So when you leave your tears in Memphis, things started just heading my way. I left my tears in Memphis. Ooh, I started laughing more each day. And yes, of course, my ears work fine. And I'm hot as hell. That's the sound of a seagull laughing out loud. Me and the seagulls on the East Coast beach just laughing out loud. I'm an East Coast girl now, that's right. Because I left my tears in Memphis, started feeling better right away. And I left my tears in Memphis, I started laughing every day. That's it, folks. A little laughter. Don't be afraid to leave your tears somewhere. That was my new song. All right, and now, ladies and gentlemen, may I introduce to you Paula.
Ta-da!
Welcome,
I
Paula.
was cleaning up the dirt from the dog.
Oh well, it's super exciting. Should we give him a progress report on the dog hole?
Sure.
A little bit of a progress report there.
He's getting deeper.
Who knew this would be the excitement of the day?
I'll get up real close on this one.
All right, looks like he's doing pretty good.
Oh, mango. Leave me be to my digging.
Mango is doesn't
My hole.
yeah, that's Mango's hole.
That's funny.
All right, so now you have a business selling Frumples.
Yes.
And you make these lovely, let's look at some more of these little lovely sculptures. These trash sculptures.
Mm-hmm. This is actually the plastic and the cardboard from the new windows in the front of my house. And then my neighbor cleaned out her grandmother's garage and got a whole bunch of like beads and glittery things. So I said, you know what, I'm just going to use it on my stuff.
And what do you do with these?
Hang them up on the wall.
No, but I mean, you sell these also?
Oh yeah, I sell them. Yeah, I mean, I've been bringing them to the market in Gulfport on Tuesdays. And last night I was at the Indies market.
Yeah, Indies market, and you sell these, and people take them home and hang them up and enjoy it.
Yes,
And
exactly.
what got you doing all this artsy stuff?
My grandma, when I was 4,
Oh, was she artsy?
artsy fartsy. Yep.
Oh.
And I still have some of her paintings and then my mom was an artist.
And so now you're an artist.
Yeah.
And so, is this is how you make your living, or do you do other things?
I actually am a Young Living oiler, so I use Young Living oils.
Okay,
because when
wait. Young Living Oils. Those are essential oils, and this
yes.
is a company, and different people are sales people
Yes,
for those.
yes.
Are there other salespeople for the Frumples?
No,
Okay, you're the only Frumple
I'm
seller.
the only Frumple seller. I am
Okay.
the Frumple queen.
You are the Frumple queen, absolutely, my dear.
Yes.
Oh, let me give you some flowers. These are for you also,
Okay.
Miss
Thank
Queen.
you.
There you go. Miss
I
Queen,
know it.
those are for you. So, other than selling Frumples and beautiful artwork, you also sell essential oils
Mhm.
by a company called
Young Living.
Young Living, and because you feel like those are a good oil.
Mhm. Well, actually, I had started going to seminars and things 18 years ago
On essential oils.
on Young Living. Yeah, when Gary was still alive.
And Gary was the
Gary Young was the founder
of
the
Young
company.
Living.
Yes.
And what do essential oils do for people that the Frumple won't? Or that, you know.
Well, there's different oils that target different things. Like you can use different oils for different things.
Okay.
Like I take 5 drops of frankincense every morning under my tongue
For
to keep away whatever it was that they told me I was supposed to have had in 1984.
okay, and how did you choose frankincense to take?
Because I went to a presentation by 4 doctors at a Young Living convention, and the conversation was so invigorating that I went, I'm going to do it for the rest of my life.
Okay.
So if I don't do anything else, that's what I'm going to do.
But and they recommended the frankincense
They
because
recommended frankincense. Well, it's in the Bible. Frankincense, myrrh,
yeah, well,
all the oils.
that's what they gave. They gave old Jesus. They brought it to Jesus, didn't they? Must be all right stuff.
It must be good stuff.
Frankincense, myrrh, and what was the other one they brought him? 3.
Hyssop.
What?
Hyssop?
Hyssop? Is that the other one?
I don't know.
I don't know. That is
So
that.
there's a whole set of religious oils that you used to get as a kid. I don't know even know if they still have the kit. I have the kit at home, but I leave it.
Because you're well.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're well.
And the other thing, though, I'll tell you something that's really cool.
What?
If you have a blood test,
Yeah.
and you look at it on the microscope,
Yep.
then take clove oil, 3 drops of clove oil, put it at the tip of your toes, and go up your whole foot, and then take another blood test. You'll think it's a whole different person, because the clove goes in and breaks up all of the molecules of the blood.
And this happened, like, how long do you have to leave it on? Like seconds or minutes?
It's
Or?
just seconds. Yeah.
And then you can actually see it differently under a microscope.
Oh, absolutely. I did it personally. That's the only reason I can say that, because
Right.
I was there and it was my blood, and I went, holy cow.
And so you should take a little clove oil every day to keep from having clumpy blood.
Blood, exactly.
Who knew? Who knew clumpy blood was a problem?
Yeah.
So, all these things that you do seem really, what's the word? Good for you and good for the planet, and like you're helping others and doing this community art. What's the future got for you? I mean, what sort of dream can you dream up now? Or do
Do
we
you know
know?
what's really funny is, it's funny that you asked that question, because I really don't have a dream now. I've always had a dream. It's always been, what do you need and how can I serve you? What do I need to do to make a difference? And I'm getting old. And I don't know how to deal with that feeling anymore.
Huh? Isn't there an essential oil for that?
Yeah, inner child, and I just put it on before I sat down with you.
Okay, yeah. So there's essential oils for all sorts of things. I guess it's our essential oils are a little bit. I use oregano oil, and I brush my teeth with it.
Good.
It's essential oil, and I water it down with not water. I oil it down with oil.
Coconut oil?
Well, I use whatever oil I got,
Then
but
don't use canola.
no, I use
Okay.
I have like extra virgin olive oil is
Okay,
what I
okay.
use, and I've been brushing with my teeth with it, and the pockets in my gums have been getting smaller.
They will.
That's
And oregano, actually, if you start feeling sick,
Mm,
you put oregano in a capsule and just take the drops. You've got to make sure you've got food in your belly, though.
yeah, oregano oil is strong, and I'm telling you, even brushing my teeth with it, it makes me cry. And I was doing it every day, and then I felt like my teeth were getting super sensitive.
Mm-hmm.
So now I only do it about once a week with the oregano oil, and I'm.
See,
and
and
it's-
I use Thieves too. I use Thieves mouthwash, and I have a squirt part.
Yeah, the Thieves mouthwash. Does it have oregano oil in it too, or just
No,
all
it
sorts of
has,
stuff?
it has cinnamon and
Yeah.
clove and has. I don't even know.
Yeah,
It's
that's
got
an
a whole bunch of
interesting.
stuff.
It's an interesting story. They call it the Thieves because, thieves used to use it when they would. What was the?
It kills mold. It like wards things off. It keeps you healthy. It boosts your immune system. It's amazing. My house was actually diagnosed with black mold, and they told me to move out. I did a bottle of Thieves in a diffuser in my air conditioner every day for the 4 days. The guy came back and tested, and I said, "Would you just test the air in the house?" And he came in and he tested the air in the house. He goes, "What did you do? There's more mold outside than inside." And I go, I use Thieves. It's magic.
I mean, it seems like we should all be just running some through our air conditioner, even if we
Yes.
don't have a mold.
And I put it on my, I still to this day put essential oils all over my my air filter in my air conditioner.
You can just sprinkle it directly
Put it on
on.
there. Yeah, absolutely. And you can use the oregano,
Mhm.
but then your house will smell like oregano.
Yeah. Well, like pizza party, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Ooh, baby.
Pizza
And
party,
basil,
baby.
Basil's another one that I use in there all the time.
Hmm.
It's interesting.
Yeah, putting it. I never thought about like your air conditioner, like an outside, like a big heat pump type thing, or are you talking just like an air conditioner
Air
unit?
conditioner filter. I take the filter out and I pour it on the
and
filter.
you pour it on the filter, and then it gets sucked through.
Yeah, and it goes through the whole house. And if you have rats, use peppermint oil. And use a lot of peppermint oil so it gets really, really strong in the house because it deters all rats.
I don't know why any of us have any problems in the whole wide world when it's just this simple to solve them, is all I'm saying.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
weird.
literally, it is
Yeah.
kind of weird. Oh, look, while we're sitting here, I'll take those for you. Can
Okay.
remember to grab so you don't have to hold on to it. There was a couple of weeks ago on the show, I was showing people my coffee grinder, and I was saying this bee had taken up residence in it. And then somebody gave me some ground coffee, so I didn't use my coffee grinder. And darned if that bee didn't take up residence again. He comes in this little hole right here. And then, it's one of those blue, Brazilian blue bees.
Yeah.
And it sticks my drawer together. And then look at that. He's trying to seal up the whole outside of it. And then he starts building a little, I don't know, mountain in there. And I felt real bad when I had to jerk it out and get rid of him. But there you go. That's those Brazilian bees. And I thought I had solved the problem last time I chased him out of there, but I hadn't.
It's funny how that happens.
There's something about living there.
Yeah.
Now, how often do you make these artworks?
I have about 6 of them started now. And like when the market closed down in Coquina Beach, I actually did a corona cockroach that had all of the stuff that was being said about the Crayola virus. I call it the Crayola virus,
Oh, okay.
painting the world a horrible color.
Oh dear. Well, yes.
Yeah.
And which of your essential oils do you recommend for viruses like flus or?
I use Inner Defense, which is a capsule. Well, it's like a squishy capsule. I wish I had it here. I could show you. And I take one a day.
Every day,
Every
whether
day.
you're sick or not sick.
No. Well, if I've been around somebody that calls me and says, "Hey," I'll start taking it again. I haven't taken it now because I haven't been around anybody who's been sick.
That's been sick. Okay, well, that might help you. And so, when you make these things, do you make more than one at a time, or you just do one and then?
No, I usually, I have tables with times. So like, if I spent like 142 hours on that, so that's $142. I charge $1 an hour. So I have like a table that says 34.
Yeah.
And that's when they're done at 34 hours,
Yeah.
it's $34.
Yeah.
And then they're done at 142 hours, that's $142.
$1 an hour. Now you think you're worth whole dollar?
I want more. And I do custom orders for someone. I didn't bring any dogs with me, but like if your dog dies and you have ashes and you'd like to have a memorial for your dog, I can make your dog and with a door in the back and you put the ashes inside it.
Oh, like you'd make
A cat or a dog. Or
yeah,
a bird
like
or
that
whatever.
would look a little bit like yours.
Yes. With a little bit of a tweak because I don't want it to look identical.
Oh no.
No, because it's trash.
Because it's trash, huh?
It's like this.
Yeah.
The bag that the coffee comes in.
Made out of the
Made the
coffee
hat.
bag.
And this is a piece of cardboard that I found on the side of the road. And this is coffee bags rolled up, the arms. So I look at things and I go, oh, I could use that and make carrots. Oh, I could use that and I could make or I can get the things that come out of the palm trees and make ears for dogs.
See, you are so brilliant. All right. Well, what else? Is there anything anybody in the world wants to say to us? Okay. What else would you like to share with the world from your vantage point as a healthy, creative,
Insane woman.
insane woman? I don't know about insane.
If you go to Venezuela, be real careful.
If you go to Venezuela, be real careful.
I got kicked out at gunpoint.
Oh dear.
And 5 days after I got kicked out, my boss called me and said, thank you. You saved the village, you saved the school, you saved the orphanage. If you had dark hair, dark skin, and spoke Spanish, you'd still be here. And then he said, and I need a tax write-off. Where would you like to live? And I said, how about Sarasota? Are you bought me a house? And I've been there 30 years.
Well, things seem to be working out for you.
Life happens.
Life happens, and you're like, wow. And so it's kind of interesting because you're cruising along right now, comfortably, I presume comfortably, selling and making and doing, and you don't have a big dream for the future. So I'm interested to talk to you in another year and see what
your dream is.
What your dream has become. All right. Well, is there anything else that we can share? We've got Frumples you can wear around your neck. There's sculptures. There's different types of coffee you can drink to be more healthful. There's essential oils that you can take that I've got to admit that even my dentist, she was like, what are you doing to your teeth? I'm like, Okay, okay. Oh, let's see what you got there. Yeah, come on, let's show something. What do we got?
Besides my phone?
Yeah, besides your phone. Okay,
I have a
essential
few
oils. Essential oils come like this, and they're really strong. Like you don't want to use them straight, do you?
I use them straight,
Oh.
but that's me. But some of them burn, like oregano
yeah,
burns.
a burn. Yeah, you put that in your mouth, straight it'll burn.
And this is abundance. And
Oh,
it smells
let's
good.
try. I want some abundance. Where do you put it for abundance? Right there. Okay.
And rub your wrists together.
I'm talking
I'm
abundance,
abundant,
baby.
I'm abundant, I'm
I'm abundant.
abundant.
I'm abundant. I'm abundant. I feel so absolutely blessed.
Mm.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Tangerine, I put that in my coffee.
What?
Purification keeps away the bugs. Pan away if you have aches or pains, you rub it on that. They all have a different wintergreen. Wintergreen.
And
is
how much does
awesome.
how much does a bottle of essential oil cost?
Frankincense is $100.
What? That's crazy. Okay. So they're different prices.
Some of these have. Oh, this is all right. This would be $50.
Okay, that seems really expensive, but I guess if it keeps you alive, I don't know. Yeah, it's kept you alive all these years.
And then what I do is I take the frankincense and I go.
Can I try it?
Yep. Absolutely.
Okay.
Under your tongue. And hold it in your mouth.
Taste. Where does it taste? Yeah. Mm. Oh, it's the bouquet
Yes.
is growing in my mouth.
Yes, and it goes up.
becoming
Yes.
more floral.
Yes.
And what's this frankincense good for? You said earlier, for keep you from being.
It keeps you from getting all sorts of horrible things.
Yeah, there you go. And nutmeg, all these. So
Yeah.
you could.
Eucalyptus globulus, bug bites, rashes, anything. Clove on the bottom of your feet.
To change your here, put some on. Oh, my feet are dirty. Let's try. I want some clothes on the bottom of my feet.
I wish we had a microscope. Because
I know. I
could
wish
take
we
your
had a
blood and we could do
microscope
it.
because we could change. But I don't. I'll take some fresh
There you go.
blood. There you go. Simple as that. All right, people. If these things, and I suppose that like a bottle has how many drops in it? Do you know?
I don't
a million.
know.
No, a lot. So it's
Yeah.
$100 for a little teeny bottle, but you
No,
would
it's
just take
$100 for well, the big bottles are more expensive.
That's
than
a
the
big
little
bottle.
Yeah.
And so that would last
This
you
is
for
like
a long
$11.
time. Yeah.
Orange.
Oh, so that's less. Different ones are different. Okay, but you wouldn't have to buy all those if you were interested in getting into essential oils.
No.
You buy one or two.
You buy one or two, or you buy, or they give you a kit, and then you get a diffuser, and there's a whole bunch of stuff. I just love it, and it's so funny because if you muscle test, like I muscle tested him with the Frumple, if you muscle test between different companies,
Oh.
Young Living wins hands down every time
I wonder why. Why do you think that is?
because of the purity,
The purity of the product.
of
that
the product.
Well, why wouldn't everybody have pure product? I don't know. Yeah,
Because they
just because-
say that it is, and then
And
look
then it
at
isn't.
it, and well, you look at the labels, and now they're renaming a lot of the chemicals that they've been putting in the food that's poisoning people. So they're renaming everything.
Yeah, so you don't know what. Okay.
So you don't know what it is, and you don't know what it isn't. And it is what it is, and it isn't what it isn't.
And there you have it.
And there you go.
Well, Paula, I really want to thank you so much for coming and spending time and sharing all these fun things with me. I really appreciate your time. And like I say, I'll send you home with a few little treats here. And if people want to get in touch with you, 941-685-0035. And you would give people advice. And
this-
look at this. Oh, look.
This is a project in Venezuela. I had 147 students.
Look, this is a huge
Lizard.
lizard. Can we see it on the bottom one there? Yeah.
And everybody in the school had a piece of it to do.
I don't know.
And there's the janitors and all everybody.
Everybody working on it.
Well, everybody got a piece to paint, and they had to put their name, the country they were born in, and their birthday.
On the piece and then put it all together.
Right, and then we painted it and put it up on the wall. There it is drying.
I used to make huge paper mache sculptures myself, size of a car.
Yeah.
Every Halloween I would make a huge paper mache sculpture when I lived in Virginia. The first one I ever made was a pumpkin. I made a great big paper mache pumpkin.
Right.
And then the next year, because of Halloween, I made another great big paper mache pumpkin. And then people in the neighborhood started calling me the pumpkin lady. And at that time, I just didn't think that was how I wanted to be known.
Yeah.
So then I started making different stuff, so then they just called me.
But you know what I just learned? I have chickens. I save chickens from being slaughtered. Right?
Yeah.
And if you get a pumpkin,
Yes.
and you take and you scratch off where you want them to peck,
Yes.
they'll peck the eyes and the nose and the mouth
Yeah.
and leave the rest of the pumpkin, and they'll love doing it. And then you have a pumpkin and you don't have to carve it yourself.
That's a chicken carved pumpkin. Probably
Yeah.
charge extra for that. You know, there's dogs that paint and
Paint.
all that. All right.
And there's
well,
dogs that dig holes.
And dogs that dig holes. All right. Well, should we give them a final view of the hole?
He's
Before
over here.
the hole.
Oh, the hole itself. Sure.
Yes. Give us a final view of where the dog has given
Sure.
up.
I can do that.
Given up on the hole. All right. That's the dog's work for the day. That dog is very possessive of his hole. All righty.
What's in it?
That's work's been done left and right of us.
Are you going in?
No, I don't think.
He's not going in.
Okay, he's not going in.
His work is done.
Okay, his work is done. All right. Well, I'm going to really thank you again for coming and sharing all this stuff with me. And people can believe it or not believe it or like it or not like it. We
Makes
don't
no
care.
difference to
I
me.
mean, I guess if they saw you at the market and you actually did, like when she was pushing
He's
on
digging
you,
again.
do you feel like she was pushing harder the first time and not so hard the second time, like she was tricking you, like not pushing?
No, not at all. It felt the same where my hand was,
Yeah.
but obviously my balance was very different.
Yeah, it was kind of it's kind of kooky. I know, and you've done that to me, so there you
Yeah,
go. I don't know.
kinda crazy.
Kind of crazy.
And I can do you from the rear too.
Do you
I
make
don't
from
have
the
to do
rear?
it from the side.
Oh,
I can
no.
do you from the
From the
rear.
rear. What, you go like put your hands like this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go. Muscle testing, people do it like this. You know,
Yeah.
there's all sorts of ways, and I guess you can get
Yes.
some.
And you can get your yes, no. Which way is yes? And you'll follow in the direction.
Yeah.
Ask a yes, no question, and your body
And
will
then your
answer
body
yes,
will
no.
answer it.
Like if you're going to go on a date,
Yeah.
ask your body first.
Ask your body first. Okay. Well, that's important. The body's important in that dating game.
Yeah, they got the truth.
All righty. Okay. Well, thank you so much. I'm going to take
so welcome.
this and I'm going to play a song to get us out. And then this will have been show 128. I would like to ask y'all to support me. Become a patron on patreon.com. And then you get the shows in your mailbox with a little before and after. Send me some money on Venmo. Find somebody nice and help. You can do all sorts of things. You don't even have to go to an orphanage in Rwanda to help people, because we have people right here that need help. I don't need help, but I'm wanting abundance, so somebody send me some money. That's what I say. All right. We like to finish with this song just because here we are in Gulfport. I don't jump freight trains when they roll by. I don't like the blues, and I'll tell you why. I go downtown when I want to smoke. Ooh, I'm treating life like a joke. I won't go sitting in my neighbor's yard, 'cause he's been working mighty hard. Go downtown, but I don't wear shoes. Oh Lord, I don't sing the blues. Carry my rain in a bushel basket and carry the sunshine too. I carry my rain in a bushel basket, but let the sunshine through. Carry my rain in a bushel basket, carry my rain in a bushel basket, carry my rain in a bushel basket, let the sunshine through. I won't get cross if you smile at me, and I'll throw my troubles out to sea. I don't wear black or need a heart attack, 'cause we could be happy. How about that? I don't think much about what could go wrong, and I don't want to sing about it in a song, but I'll look at you and shake my head, 'cause Lord knows some people, they'd be better off dead. Carry my rain in a bushel basket and carry the sunshine too. Carry my rain in a bushel basket, but let the sunshine through. Carry my rain in a bushel basket, carry my rain in a bushel basket, carry my rain in a bushel basket, but let the sunshine through. I don't see Saturn when I look at the stars, but I know it's out there, and so is Mars. I don't think much about the evening news, and I will not learn to play the blues. I don't like ham, but I do like I certainly don't care who you hate the most. I don't care how it's always been done. You could give in but still have some. Carry my rain in a bushel basket and carry the sunshine too. Carry my rain in a bushel basket but let the sunshine through. Carry my rain in a bushel basket. Carry my rain in a bushel basket. Carry my rain in a bushel basket but let the sunshine through. You gotta let the sunshine through. Okay, now I want to say goodbye. The next show, October 1st, will be here in Gulfport. I want to let you people know that my blood is not clumpy. See you in a couple of weeks.